Maybe it's time to let the old ways die.
Greetings, moviegoers. I'm the host, and joining us here again is Lala, and we just got back from a very early screening of A Star is Born. This is the fourth time Hollywood has done this classic story, and marks as the directorial debut of Bradley Cooper, who also stars in the film as Jackson Maine, an alcoholic, pill-popping musician on the verge of a career decline. One night, while looking for a place to drink, he stumbles into a drag show performance where he meets up with a very talented Allie, played by Lady Gaga, and is immediately taken away by her. So much so that he winds up bringing her on tours where both their blossoming romance and her newly refurbished singing career begin to take center stage.
But it focuses on so many different things. It's not just about her rising career, but it's... wow! Like...
We're still buzzing over this movie.
I told the host, like, as soon as we finish watching this movie, we have to get home and talk about this right now. This is how excited we are about everyone seeing this movie. Yeah, forget Venom, you go see A Star is Born this upcoming week. The trailer, whoever made that trailer is a genius because you only get subtle hints of what might happen in the movie, and then once it finally plays out, you're like, those misleading bastards. And I will say this because I have a couple of friends who aren't Lady Gaga fans. If you are not a fan, you need to put that aside because it will not matter in this movie.
Yeah, her and Bradley Cooper were both absolutely fantastic in this movie. The chemistry they shared, whether on stage or in regular conversations, all felt real and genuine.
The performances are great. The cast, not just our two amazing leads, but like the whole cast is very well cast.
I think the biggest standouts outside of the main leads were Dave Chappelle, who really did make the most out of the short time he's on screen, and Sam Elliott giving one of the most heartbreaking performances of his career as Bradley Cooper's much older brother.
I am just in awe of Bradley Cooper right now. For a directorial debut, this was damn good. Yeah,
apparently he spent 2.5 years developing this movie, and you could tell while watching it that this was a big passion project for him. Like, this was something that he truly believed in and felt very attached to.
I'm so impressed, not only with his singing, like his vocal ability, his presence, like his guitar playing, the fact that he co-wrote these songs. Songwriting is hard, especially putting it to music, and I'm so impressed that he and Lady Gaga co-wrote these songs together. They're lyrically so beautiful. Like, if you really hear this music and you pay attention to the words, if you're anything like myself and music affects you, you will get attached very quickly. And not to mention the theater that we were in, the sound was just perfect. You felt like you were a part of the concert. Yeah,
whoever worked on the sound design for this movie deserves some major props. And same goes for the cinematographer, the film editor, and pretty much everyone else who worked behind the scenes for this movie. Like, they were all giving 110%. And I really can't stress enough just how brilliant Sam Elliott's role is in this movie. Every time he broke down in tears trying to take care of his younger brother's severe addictions, you feel just as defeated and helpless as he was.
The relationship between Bradley Cooper and Sam Elliott's characters is just so believable. Yeah. Like, you would think that they really were related. I'm so impressed.
Especially with Bradley Cooper's accent. It was like he was mirroring Sam Elliott's the whole time.
I thought that he must have spent, like, you know, a couple of days just like listening to Sam Elliott talk.
Or just put on Big Lebowski multiple times.
Yeah. Sometimes it's heartbreaking because, like, you know, he's still dealing with those addictions, so part of it is that he's, like, just totally gone. You almost, like, you get to the point where you're like, oh god, I can't even watch this.
You can't help but cringe in your seat watching this guy completely derail his own life just when it was starting to get really good for him.
It's almost like you hit rock bottom with the characters.
Yeah, it's like the lowest point of the character.
And you will know what I'm talking about when you watch this movie. I was desperately trying not not to embarrass myself by audibly crying, you know, because I didn't want to be that one person, but I was dangerously close. Thinking about the scenes, I'm like welling up right now. I know you probably can't see, but like tears are starting to fill my eyes because I'm thinking about the scene in particular.
You were a complete mess by the end of this. It was just like
tear-stained face, like
it's like I was sitting next to a waterfall of emotions.
I was not holding it together very well, apparently.
It was like Lady Gaga was just punching you in the heart. Far from the shallows now. It does go down the familiar path we've seen in countless other films about the rise and fall of celebrity icons. Hell, there's even a line of dialogue that sort of acknowledges that fact. But the way Bradley Cooper approached this story about a man facing his inner demons while finding love in the process made this feel all the more sincere and authentic and refreshing.
I want to comment on what you said before about it being a familiar story. I still feel it differs from most because we're seeing like somebody who's already very famous kind of crash and burn while he's simultaneously helping somebody's career go forward. It's very well done.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you give this?
Hard 10.
Hard 10.
I just cannot. I don't have any more words except to say, like, if you don't see this, you are stupid.
While I'm not going to go quite as high as you, this is still a near-perfect movie that's going to be the one to beat for this year's Oscar season. The performances were phenomenal, the writing is tight, the story's emotional, the filmmaking spectacular, and the soundtrack is one I'm going to be listening to for months on end. It's a very strong 9.5 for me. Oh, that was our review for A Star is Born. Thank you for watching. I am the host.
And I'm Lala.
And we will see you next time on another Midnight Movie Madness.
Go see it now!